Well, it is party time, Mom. We don't know which party it is, but you got to pick one. Got to pick a party. Because I'll tell you what, the nation is divided. Party time, party time, party time. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show here from the mothership, which is Studio 22. BlazeTV.com/Chad is where you subscribe. Oh, the puppet master Mark, the perfectionist, driving us into the nether regions of all things impeachment and pure craziness. Candice, the queen of the Ethiopians, just in case. Hanging out over there at the helm. My gosh, I'm tired, Natalie.
You sound like you're...
I'm just tired. I'm overloaded with...
your cadence is a little slower.
News.
There's a lot to drink in.
Lisa Page made me do it. Party Foul Steve at the pub. Let's pick a side. Let's just go ahead and pick a side. What do you want to do? Do you want to be... Obviously, there's a war on the right. They have committed to engaging the right and to persecute them, going so far as to say that some have said, like the president of PBS, that the children of Trump supporters need to be put into a re-education camp. These are familiar phrases, going all the way back to the late 30s of the 20th century and throughout history. But these are the kind of things we're up against. So maybe I just want to be a liberal now. Maybe I don't want to put up with any more of the crap.
It's certainly easier. It is definitely easier to be a liberal. Maybe
I just want to be a big government baby killer.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to look at things. There's within each party, you know, even on the right going against the right, the far right, and then the left going against. The ones in the middle are the ones that have to come back together. And
no, I want to be left. I just want to be left, Steve. I want to be left. I'm going to just bow out. I'm done.
Okay, I'll take all your guns.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need them. Need them. They are instruments of destruction. I'm going to have them ground up into powder. There's no way I would give it to a right winger like you, Party Foul.
And you don't need money anymore, so just give me your gold. The government's going to take care of you.
They are going to take care of me.
So I'll take your gold, silver, your guns. I got you.
Cradle to grave.
Are you going to be best friends with Robert Francis O'Rourke?
No. I don't have to like these people. Okay. I just have to be one.
Got it.
Right? They don't like each other. So in this day and age, it doesn't really matter. But relationships are out. Mm-hmm. There is no God. There is no faith. There is no religion. We were going to worship at the altar of big government. We're going to make sure that everybody's equal. I am going to hate my white privilege. I'm going to condemn myself for the color of my skin. I may be a woman. We've had this conversation already, Lisa. I may be a black woman. Charlinqua. We don't know. But either way, I'm done with the right. I want to be able to sell my soul to the Illuminati and get Soros funded. I'm tired of fighting. Tired. What are we going to do?
I don't believe you.
No, I'm gonna become a vegan. Forget that I'm wearing a meat church sweatshirt right here. I'm going to become a vegan. I believe that churches ought to pay taxes, and I believe.
Well, you don't need your vehicles then, so just bring those on over. And
I'm not giving anything to you, Steve. You're a right winger. I'm not. You're persecuted. I am now persecuting you.
Well,
I'm elite now.
Then I'm just going to come take it from you.
I'm the educated elite class. No, you don't get anything.
I'm going to take it.
You're being persecuted.
Yeah.
You don't get to take anything. Period. That's it. Done. I'm on the left now. I'm better than you. I can look down on you and your education. I can look down on you and your intelligence. I can look down on you and your rhetoric. I can say things like, I just feel like bombing the White House. I can say things like, where is John Wilkes Booth whenever you need him? I could say things like, where's a good presidential assassin when history needs it most? I could say those things. I could say, impeach. I could say, go out and harass conservatives in the restaurants and the gasoline stations.
Throw water on them.
Hashtag
Somebody needs to put a bullet in Donald Trump.
You can hang pence.
You can burn
Isn't
flags.
that right?
That's a perk
I
of
can
being a
burn
liberal.
flags. I can defecate on a flag. I can shit in the streets of San Francisco. These are the things I can now do. Mm-hmm. I can burn down cities. I can invade courts. I can build my own country. I'll call it Chad. That's already taken. I'll call it Chaz. That was already been done too.
Yeah, that one's too.
We'll call it.
Is this the last Chad Prather Show on
I'm
Blaze?
going to be a warlord. I'm telling you, there's so many things on the left that I can do. I can finally get my television sitcom. I can sit down with ABC and Fox and TBS and NBC. I will never have to worry about getting banned on Twitter. You know what? I'm going to be friends with the Ayatollah Khomeini. I'm going to be friends with Nicolas Maduro. Me and Sean Penn may have brunch Sunday. Ooh. These are the kind of things I can do on the left. Alyssa Milano, she's hot again. She's hot again.
Mm-hmm.
You also can make really good deals with Ukraine.
We can. We can make deals with the... Yeah, I can be Chinese purchased. Hey, Winnie the Pooh. Xi Jinping. I need some new iPhones. Me and Tim Apple, we're going to be buddies. I'm telling you. I'm going to move out of Texas. I want to live in Gavin Newsom's California. I want to be locked down. I can't eat outside. I'm going liberal, guys. There's all this liberty now. Hollywood will accept me. I might get an award.
You might be Texas governor.
You're getting there.
I mean, we're getting there.
I might
What a
run
strategy.
as a lib. I might run as a liberal. I think I might.
Okay.
I am one now. These are the choices we got to make. What are your convictions, guys? Give me some Bonner. I want to. I'm gonna quit. I'm just gonna quit anything. And speaking of being frou-frou and fancy these days, drink my wine. Mm-hmm. That's right. You ever go to a barbecue joint? I don't, because I'm a liberal. And the next day you're still digesting all that meat. Not me, because I'm a liberal. You know that feeling? Here's a tip for that. Drink red wine. I drink very special red wine because I'm a liberal. I got a red wine for you that tastes great, but you know what? It also makes you digest meat more. This red wine is very effective in that. In fact, according to some studies, it even makes red meat healthier, but not all red wines are equal. You don't want some mass market red wine full of chemicals and pesticides. Instead, you need to check out Extreme Altitude Malbec from Argentina. Extreme altitude means grapes are grown around 9,000 feet. They're fed off of pure snow melt, no excess chemicals, notes of blackberry, leather, smoke, and dark cherry. Hey, the guys over at cowboywines.com are telling me they just got a special shipment of the wines in, including one from the third highest vineyard in the world. So my listeners and viewers, all you lovely liberals out there, y'all can get 50% off if you go there today. Just visit cowboywines.com. That's cowboywines.com, and we'll stick our pinkies out. Be right back. Right now in Washington, D.C., there are more military troops than there are in Afghanistan or Iraq.
Wow.
There is government forces of 15,000 troops that are on the ground. They're inhabiting the Capitol building. They're all around. They're protecting supposedly Washington, D.C. for the inauguration. The Joint Chiefs of Staff have come out with a joint statement saying that they will make sure that the transition of power to Joe Biden goes unhindered. They will, use whatever means necessary, basically, to make sure that that happens. Now, I want you guys to imagine if Donald Trump was being inaugurated and there were that many military troops. You remember how everybody shit the bed whenever he was talking about having a military parade? You remember when all that was going on and he said, let's just do that to show off our military, and everybody lost their mind calling him a dictator. Now, what's funny is I made the comment the other day. I said, dictators don't get censored. Mm-hmm. Dictators do the censoring, and everybody says, well, he's not being censored. Okay, well, he just got knocked off of YouTube, which means he's off of every social platform in existence, right? That's censorship.
That's the highest form of censorship.
Yes.
These days.
And it's suppression and discrimination. Now, did Trump say everything right in that? Okay, no, he did not. But that's Trump. I mean, Trump has said a lot of things over the years that were poorly worded, poorly phrased, and he's going to be impeached over it. So there's that. He will be impeached for a second time. Probably has already happened by the time you're watching this. We'll just see later on how fast they send it over to the Senate. The last time Nancy Pelosi held on to it, I want to say from December 19th to, if my memory is right, January 16th, 2020. So from December to January in 2019 to 2020, she held on to it. I think they could send it over as quick as 10 minutes. They just immediately send that thing over there with the special counsel and the prosecutors for the House of Representatives, go to the Senate and present that. We'll see what happens. She's in a hurry to do that. I mean, this woman has a vindictive nature. She had a man crush on Donald Trump and just couldn't get any play from Donnie T. And so she's pissed. She is pissed. Nancy wanted him to fill up those 80-year-old fake boobs. And Donnie T said, nope, I got Melania. Melania's got the fake boobs. She's beautiful. So that's going to happen. But, you know, did Donald Trump incite violence? Did he incite insurrection? I want to remind you guys what the left has said over the years. Those things that I said in the opening about, you know, Johnny Depp said, well, where's a good assassin? We need a good presidential assassin. You know, where's John Wilkes Booth when we need him? Thinking about blowing up the White House. Madonna said that. There's been, you know, put a bullet in Donald Trump. All of these things have been said. Joe Biden, the guy that they're protecting his inauguration, said, I just want to punch him in the face. In fact, if I was younger, I'd take him out behind the gym and have my way with him.
When he says has his way with him.
Well, he didn't say that exactly, but he wanted to slap him around a little bit. Right. So, you know, those are the kind of things that have been said about this president. And so when I put out there that they're being censored, you say, well, they're a private company. Well, we've already been over this, especially on Monday's episode. And I'll remind you guys that there are antitrust laws that are being violated. And, yeah, I understand the terms and agreements, but you can't, just because you're a private company, you don't get to just do anything you want to do and suppress people. This is discrimination. And just because you may have the, quote, right to do it doesn't make it right for you to do it. This is where we are in regards to him being a so-called dictator. Now people are coming at me saying, no, he's a wannabe dictator. He just couldn't get it done. You guys, I want us to mark this date here, January 13th, Wednesday. At this time of taping, I want you guys to mark this day down that I said this. Just watch what's going to happen over the course of the next 4 years. You just thought dictatorship was a possibility in the United States of America. You watch what's going to, and it's going to be up to people like us and those of you listening, those of you watching, who are going to say, you know what? To hell with it. Give me liberty or give me death. I'm going to stick with my convictions no matter what anybody says to me. Life could be easier if I was to convert to a liberal way of thinking. But I refuse to give in to big government. I refuse to give in to baby murder. I refuse to give in to dependence on the government. I refuse to give in to overtaxation. I refuse to give in to this pandering towards minorities to the degree that we villainize people of a majority because of the color of their skin. We're not going to do that. It's the same problem as if you villainize somebody for them being a minority because of the color of their skin. It's the same damn sin. So watch what happens over the next 4 years. It's coming. They're going to enact it just as hard as they can. You watch. Just watch. First of all, Joe Biden's about to cure coronavirus. It's already on the way out. It's already on the way out. People are about to realize it's not that big of a deal. If you got comorbidities and you're old and fat, you get it. You probably got the kiss of death. But let me just tell you guys that it's on its way out. For the rank and file, the average person out there in the world, we're going to stop talking about coronavirus. Let me tell you why. Because dictator Joe Biden is going to mandate 100 days of masks. And when we take those masks off, magically that thing is going to be disappearing. There's going to be no more daily reports of how many people have died in America. There's going to be no more of this rate and growth of all this stuff. Because let's face it, contraction rates of coronavirus have increased over and over again, regardless of lockdowns or regardless of mask mandates. It doesn't matter what we've done. It's continued to grow, and it's continued to grow, and it will continue to grow. Masks are a way of life now. That's what we do. We'll never see each other smile in a grocery store again. We'll always get judged. We'll always be looked down on. But now it's going to be acceptable, normal behavior for somebody to judge you for those reasons, because it's going to be approved of. It's going to be made okay. So, and God, and I've told you over and over again, speech police are out there, but now the thought police are out there. You're screwed, Lisa. Especially you. Especially you. I'd worry about Steve, but not a lot of thoughts. Not a lot. Steve.
Yeah.
I want you guys to just carry the weight of what I just said. I mean, really, truly, this is a heavy, heavy time for me, because people say, just get over it. You lost. Oh, you have no idea what we've all lost. What we've all lost. Now, this is not about Donald Trump. I've said over and over again, it's never been about Donald Trump to me. The man Donald Trump didn't matter. It was what Trump represented, what Trump pushed, what he promoted, what he opened up. Think about the things you would not know about had Hillary Clinton been elected in 2016. You wouldn't know about wiretapping. You wouldn't know about FISA courts. You wouldn't know about the crookedness of the CIA, the FBI, the DOJ. You wouldn't know about any of those things. It's insane. But we know these things now. Wouldn't have had a Mueller investigation. We wouldn't have known about the emails. We wouldn't have talked about that. We wouldn't know about, all of these different. I could go on and on and on and on, but you
Epstein
get the point.
Be partying.
Epstein still be down on the island.
He's on the
making
island.
Chicken nuggets in the shape of dinosaurs.
If anything, this so-called insurrection that Donald Trump created, he did a horrible job at creating people there were, a handful of idiots.
Yeah.
They went up there and stormed the Capitol. They didn't go in guns a-blazing and an insurrection.
Imagine me and Kim Jong-un watching the news going, oh, no, a guy with buffalo hat. He took over Capitol.
The vegan.
Yeah, the organic food.
Organic vegan.
Organic food.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have walked in the Capitol with a buffalo hat.
Yes.
This is insane. But now the hate comes. Forget everything the left has said for the last 4 years against us. Forget everything. You've been called a Nazi, a racist, a white supremacist, a misogynist, a bigot, a xenophobe. You've been called all of these things, a harasser. The Me Too movement proved that all of us are just pigs, right? But now watch this. I want you to play, Mark. I want you to play clip number 1, Chucky Schumer.
Any of those who are inside the Capitol should not be able to fly and should be placed on the no-fly list. We are calling on the authorities, FBI, TSA, Department of Homeland Security, to put them on the no-fly list immediately. We cannot allow these same insurrectionists to get on a plane and cause more violence and more damage. These individuals are a threat to the homeland as defined by the law. The law allows this. And they should be placed on the no-fly list.
I just hear Tommy Lee Jones. We got a man on the run. We got ourselves a fugitive. I want a perimeter 15 miles out. I want you to watch every hen house, dog house, outhouse. That's what I hear right there.
I was just amazed he made it through there without taking his glasses off and shedding a tear.
Crying a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little
These
bit.
insurrectionists, put them on a no-fly list because they're
Insurrectionist.
FBI's 10 most wanted right there.
Like
a fat
ED
kid with a flag and a tattoo and a goofy guy that paints his face and eats organic food. I mean, really, that's what we're worried about. Yeah. That's where we're at. Some little old lady holding her flag, little handheld flag in there. Yep. Golly, man, I'm telling you, these right wingers out there, they're just really wearing the shoe bombs and the C4 underwear getting on airplanes. This is stupid. Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of thing but see, it's again, they just keep plugging it away. So they'll make you think. And I guarantee you there's some of you out there listening, watching this show, you're starting to think, because you're starting to hear it so many times, you're going, damn, have I been wrong? Mm-hmm. Have I done these things?
Yep.
Am I a bad person? Am I a bad person for having believed the way I believe? Because you've heard it so much. And I'm not talking about those true convicted, folks, them unapologetic patriots that are watching this deal who are like, F you. I ain't backing down. I appreciate your stance on that, but I guarantee you there's somebody out there, you've started to question it.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe Trump wasn't a good idea. Maybe Donald Trump was bad. No. They are 100% trying to capitalize on this to the point. I mean, you would think. Somebody says, some politician or some celebrity says, so we got to put a bullet in Donald Trump. You would think that would be played over and over and over and over again. Imagine saying that about Barack Obama.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Imagine someone saying that about Barack Obama. I have a friend of mine in Florida. She's a police officer. And she made a John Wilkes Booth comment way back when the 2012 elections were going on and the debates. It was during the DNC, and she posted something on Facebook about that, talking about Obama, and they threw her under the bus as a law enforcement officer because she was making a joke about it. Threw her, they destroyed her, did everything they could to destroy her life over that. But yet the left can say those kind of things. This is where we're living, Nat.
Yeah.
Where we're living. You guys own a gun store. Y'all own a major gun store. Y'all are expanding. I mean, you thank God you're in Texas.
Yeah.
But they're wanting to put your kids at re-education camps.
Yeah, reprogram their brain.
Yep, they want to fix all that.
We've brainwashed them.
Yeah. No, don't do that. We'll save that clip for the next segment. But, you look at, I was just reading this article I've got here about how YouTube radicalized Brazil because they were, all these people were, they started giving access to all of these extreme right-wingers down in Brazil. One of them being, however you say his first name, Jair Bolsonaro. And now he's the president. He started out as a YouTube star, right-wing YouTube star. Now he's the president of Brazil. But they radicalized the right, the extreme right in Brazil by using YouTube. YouTube's doing that with the extremists here in this country. Shutting down the common sense voices, shutting down the Steven Crowder, shutting down the Dave Rubins, limiting the reach of guys like Brandon Tatum, us. I've seen it. I was doing a consultation thing the other day with a guy about YouTube, and he goes, "Why aren't your views any higher? You have 300,000 subscribers on this thing. Why aren't your views any higher?" And I said, "Yeah, you tell me. You tell me." The numbers don't lie. So that's the deal. Speaking of numbers, as we age, you can start to see it in your face and feel it in your bones. There are creams that claim they'll give you younger skin and energy shots that'll give you youthful energy. But let's look deeper beneath the surface on how we counteract the effects of aging. True Niagen helps us age better by supporting the energy-generating engines that exist in our bodies, helping us restore youthful energy. Tiny repair enzymes work deep in your cells to help you recover from lifestyle routines that are hard on the body. Trust me, I know about those. Sleep deprivation, intense workouts, I don't know about that. Poor diet, yep, I know about that. True Niagen supports these enzymes. True Niagen is safely tested and backed by Nobel Prize winning scientists. Age smarter with True Niagen. Right now, new customers can save $20 on a 3-month supply by going to TrueNiagen.com and entering promo code WatchChad at checkout. Go to TrueNiagen.com. Enter promo code WatchChat at checkout. Save $20 on your first 3-month supply. TrueNiagen.com. Promo code WatchChat. Hey, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We'll be right back. Lisa, what do you think? I mean, you understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about the suppression that's out there? I mean, do you feel like you're still on the right side of history?
Well, let me give you an example. I have a girlfriend who is polar opposite of our political views, let's just say. And so she messaged me yesterday and said, hey, I just think that we could have a really good and healthy democracy if everyone would just learn how to listen and have discussions. Great.
Yep.
Tell your side. Because we're the side that has listened, and we've tried to work with everybody here. And of course, my response was, I don't really like talking politics with friends. Like I'm already not talking to family members, certain family members. I don't really want to talk about it. And it's all we're consuming right now, 24/7. And I just don't want to talk about it with my friends. But I just thought that was a little ironic because, here's a girl, I'm pretty sure she's not fully into the news like we are. You know what I mean? She's plugged in, but she's not that plugged in. And I think that, unfortunately, she's going right along with the narrative that everyone else is going along with, except for those of us who know what's actually really happening. And I'm thinking, I mean, we could have your side. We could have a discussion. We've tried to discuss lots of things, but you guys don't want to have it. One of the big stimulus checks is a huge example that was caught up for 8 months because your side didn't want to agree. But yeah, it sucks. I have a pit in my stomach. I've had a pit in my stomach since last week, since the Senate runoff. It's not good. I'm glad I'm going to see my therapist on Friday.
I think most time it's not even about discussion. It's about, well, I'll discuss it if I think I can change your mind.
Yes. And I said that to her. I said, I'm not going to change your mind and you're not going to change my mind.
That's right.
So let's just not talk about it. Can we talk about makeup? Anything else other than politics? Because I don't want to talk about it.
It's exhausting when they come after you on your social media. Like I posted something very general on Wednesday's podcast, and I just said, what happens to a TV show during breaking news? It's always, very generic, easy question. And I mean, I had a couple of people that I grew up with that I've known for many, many years just come at me and asked me if I thought America was great. Are you happy now? I mean, and it's interesting because the question I pose back is, I can ask you the same thing. Yep. And we're still all in this together. Well, I don't like the person you've become.
Yep.
I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm okay with us having a different opinion, a difference of opinion. I'm not okay with the hate. And that's what you're coming at me with. I haven't attacked you. I haven't trolled your page. I haven't done it. And I asked a very generic question about the Chad Prather Show. That had nothing to do with anything about politics. And you still came at me. So is America great again? Well, ask yourself that. Is it going to be great in 4 years?
I think it's great because there is otherwise, you wouldn't even be able to say that on your platform. And
that's right.
And they just wipe out the entire side. Genocide kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, that's coming. I heard someone describe what the censorship is the other day perfectly. It's Soviet-style censorship. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Yeah. I got my Instagram lives cut off last week. I still can't go live because of something I reposted from Nicole Arbor. I didn't even write it. I screenshot a tweet, and someone reported me, and now I can't do a live.
Mm-hmm. And that's why yesterday on the show we were talking about Vladimir Lenin's use of Pravda, the Soviet newspaper, in the early 20th century. It's a propaganda machine. You have YouTube now that has suspended President Trump, as we said, for a minimum of 1 week for his YouTube. And Candace wrote on here great examples of like Sam Pepper, 2015, faked a murder and a kidnapping on YouTube. You've got, they did not specify what video goes against their standards. They just said, we're knocking him off. Logan Paul, you remember he filmed the dead body in Japan's suicide forest. Yep. Where are the ramifications for that? Those are the kind of things that should get you kicked off or moderated at least on YouTube. Give you an example, though, of the differences of the sides. So, last week I posted, or over the weekend I posted, I said, I'm having a great time just blocking people that are trolling me. Okay, I'm telling you why I'm blocking you. You're coming at me. You're trolling me. You want to constantly stir crap up. Now, I've explained this over and over again, but there's no way everybody's ever going to hear it in entirety. But so the Blaze Media Network puts about 10 articles a day on my Watch Chad Prather Facebook page. I don't post those. The Blaze does, because the Blaze technically owns that page on Facebook. I don't. They allow me to post content freely to it, and I'm thankful for that. But people think, oh, you keep posting these Blaze articles. Well, one, I work as an independent contractor in conjunction with my partners at Blaze TV. Yes, they post them. I signed the contract that said they could, right? I don't mind that. But people see that. Well, all you do is just politics now. Well, I have been called political cowboy for a long time. I've been doing politics since 2015 on a public platform. It's very clear who I am, what's going to be on my pages when you come there. And I have 4 pages. I've got Chad Prather Personal, Chad Prather Business. They're both blue check verified. I'm one of the few people out there on Facebook whose personal page is blue check verified. I have Political Cowboy and I have Watch Chad Prather. It gets confusing, but each one of those vehicles carries a very specific purpose, and that's why they exist. Now, people come there, they troll me. I said, if you're gonna ask for deplatforming, well, I'm gonna deplatform you. And I've spent some time blocking some people because, and some people I didn't block. Some people I didn't block. There are some people out there who watch the show, who listen to the show, actually pay attention, and they bring up good debate. They're not just being asshats for the sake of being an asshat. I allow that. I'm not threatened because people say, well, you just want some echo chamber where just people agree. No, not at all. I've never run from any of that. I'm just talking about the trolls, the people out there who are trying to stir up trouble, like the people that watch this show and get in the live chat and just go, oh, conservative tears, conservative tears, conservative tears. You know who I'm talking about. I have to block you every night. Just engage.
That's somebody that just doesn't have anything else to do.
Just engage in normal, intelligent conversation, and you might get some back.
Yeah.
Nobody's crying, bitch. So nobody's really worried about you anyway. But then there was a guy that has been an acquaintance, a friend over the years, who posted on his Facebook yesterday. He's a friend of mine on Facebook. He said, it's time for a purge. Okay. That's different from me saying I am telling you the reason why I'm blocking people.
Right.
His deal was I'm about to purge people. And what he means is in his comments, it's talking about people on the right. Anybody that's ever supported Trump or anybody that's done that. So there's a huge difference in the attitudes that you approach that. Hey, I want to tell you guys also, use promo code uncensored on blazetv.com. You get $30 discounted off your annual subscription for a limited time only. Promo code uncensored. Be right back. So there was a guy in Illinois who allegedly threatened to kill Democrats at Biden inauguration. See, those are the kind of people you got to snatch a knot in their ass.
Yes.
You know, you're going to sit there, you're going to call this guy, Louis Capriotti, 45 years old, December 29th, voicemail to U.S. House member from New Jersey. He said, he alleged that if certain individuals think that Joe Biden's going to put his hand on that Bible and walk into that effing White House on January 20th, they're sadly effing mistaken. We will surround that mother effing White House and we will kill any mother effing Democrat that steps on the mother effing lawn. Yeah, you should be arrested for that.
He sounds totally sane.
Nobody condones that.
To say that after what happened at the Capitol, you're asking to get arrested before you even step foot out of your own house.
So you're an idiot. I mean, those people like that are morons.
Yeah.
And one of the things social media has done, it's proven how stupid we all are, really and truly. You know, social media, I've said for years, it's the devil. I mean, it is the devil. There's no responsibility for voices. We've always historically put, you know, our words on a wall. Hieroglyphics, cave drawings, digital. And now it's there forever, right? It's there forever. And we used to only keep the words of the poets and the prophets and the kings and so on and so forth. But now the philosophers. But now everybody's got a voice. Everybody's got a platform.
Everybody's got a GIF.
And the extreme voices are the ones we hear the most, and they seem to be the loudest on both sides, the extremes. And like I say, I'm against all things extreme except deodorant.
Yeah.
But look at the way we've virtualized ourselves. We make avatars of ourselves. We cartoon ourselves. We use emojis. We're not even dealing in the real world anymore. We're walking around with our phones looking for Pokemons. And then when the real world hits and real talk happens, people don't know how to deal with that anymore. And so that's why I say you got to pick which side you're going to be on. If they start limiting commerce, if they limit business, if they persecute, seriously, if they start doing that, we're already seeing it happen. I just got a text message during the break from a friend of ours on another network who said that they just came after one of their correspondents who was on the ground there in Washington, D.C. He was there as well. He said, I'm sure they're coming for me next. We just talked with Elijah Schaefer out in the lobby of our studio here. Of course, Elijah was the one who was bringing video footage from inside the Capitol. And
as a journalist, and as a certified, and licensed journalist. And so he has to turn his phone over to the FBI today. There's he's neck deep in shit. I mean, he just is, because he was there.
But he walked through a door that was unlocked and opened. I talked to him this morning.
Yes.
And because I kind of talked to him about what we talked about on Monday and stuff like that.
But see, it doesn't matter anymore, because if you were there, you're guilty. If you were there, you're guilty. And my friend sent me the message back, and he said, I'm sure they're coming for all of us here pretty soon.
I feel like I want to speak to that, because I feel like I've seen some of the things that have been said to you and other staff members at the Blaze, just like seeing what's happening to Elijah right now. And I hope you guys are still fighting the good fight. And I don't feel like you're scared in any way. I know that, you're also being somewhat kind of told what you can and can't say, and just be careful and all of this. And those were things that I don't know that was said before, especially coming from a journalistic standpoint. And so I hope you remember that there are many, many out there, especially the folks that are watching today, that are still in love with you.
And I love them. And I do. We are where we are. That's one of the reasons I'm encouraging people to get over to watchchad.com. Sign up on our email list, and just in case, so we can stay in touch. At least that's another avenue. We added 10,000 new emails over the weekend. We're growing that. Go to watchchad.com. There's a sign up place there for that. It should pop up right when you get to the homepage. Those are important things. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to do that. Maybe once a week, we send out a little email newsletter. We actually haven't sent one out in a couple of weeks. But I'm committed to sending out more video content through discounts, information, actual news that's going on, behind the scenes things that people, because I get all these text messages and people are saying, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Well, I thought, might as well just start putting it in an email and sending it to everybody. So I encourage people to get on the email list, and because we're not gonna sell it. We're not gonna go out there and spam you. I don't want to do that. That's never been me. That's not what I'm about, because I do appreciate people's time and energy and their privacy. But see, people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, see, she exacerbates the problem. She really does. Like she said, I thought I was going to die.
Oh, stop it. She's such a gaslighter.
Yeah, during the Capitol riot. She said, I didn't think that, she said, I can tell you I had a very close encounter where I thought I was going to die. I did not know if I was going to make it to the end of the day alive.
She probably felt like she was in Benghazi or something.
I mean, probably so. Like
that's
Benghazi moment.
That's interesting, because a lot of those business owners in the summer probably felt the same exact way.
The exact same
during
way.
the 90-day of terrorizing businesses. We're not talking about peaceful protesters. We're talking about the people who tore up those businesses. They probably felt a little scared too.
Yeah. Well, those are the kind of things that pour fuel on a fire. They really do. Say, I just felt like I was going to die.
Yep.
Well, that's every bit of. You watch 5 minutes of CNN, and everybody they got on there, every one of them's exactly like that.
Well, it popped up on the news last night, and I was visiting with a friend who just got out of the hospital, and they said, I'm so sick of seeing this, and it's like, well, but this is the narrative they want you. No, I'm sick of seeing the same 6 images. Over and over and over and over again. Like, that's what you have, is just those images. And they're going to continue the siege of the Capitol.
And
siege.
And CNN's not going to go away, because they just pander to the left. So they're there. Now they're trying to, they're calling for canceling Fox and Newsmax and all those other channels.
Now you guys know why I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Hang tight. We'll be right back. So did you guys see yesterday, John McClane himself, come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs. Bruce Willis,
Yes.
Die Hard.
Saw that.
Wasn't wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He was trying to die hard. He was at the Rite Aid.
Yeah.
Refused to wear a mask. Got kicked out. They kicked Bruce Willis out of the Rite Aid. 2021, you gotta stop it. You're killing me.
I have not been kicked out of anywhere. I was asked to leave, and I said, okay.
Yeah.
I was leaving anyway.
That's the key with not wearing a mask into an establishment.
I think that's being kicked out. Steve.
No, I was already on the way out the door, and they asked, you need to leave if you're not
Good
wearing.
timing.
And I said, well, I am leaving. I've already checked out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he spent most of you know how old Bruce Willis is? 65.
65.
Okay.
65.
So he was like, bye.
65. So he had a bandana tied around his neck. This is news you can use to lose real fast. Los Angeles. He's spent most of the pandemic holed up. This is Hollywood for you. Most of the pandemic holed up at his home in Idaho with ex-wife Demi Moore and their 3 children, Rumor 32, Scout 29, Tallulah 26. His wife, Emma Hemming, and their 2 young daughters, Mabel 8 and Evelyn 5.
That sounds like a
Such
party.
freaking
Now,
weird.
they list his ex-wife first. He's been holed up with his ex-wife. Oh, and his wife.
Well, Modern Family.
Well, he's 65 with an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
God bless him.
That's a reality show waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
In Idaho.
In Idaho.
Idaho.
Idahovid.
Premiering next week on Netflix.
Idaho coronavirus.
He had a couple of Idahos.
Idaho like Demi Moore, I'd be Idahoing too. If Idaho like Demi Moore.
Oh, you're so funny.
I know. Well, I can do that now. I'm a liberal. I can make fun of everybody.
It
You get a
comes back
pass.
around.
Yeah, Bruce Willis is he's one of those conservatives. I hope he never works again.
Yeah.
Cancel him. Cancel him. We're going to put his kids in Tallulah and Rumor and whatever.
Scout.
Whisper Freak. We're going to put them all in a re-education camp. Yeah. Emma and Mooey Mooey. Whatever. Me and Gwyneth Paltrow are going to hang out.
Oh.
Yes.
I hate to
Burn a
tell
candle
y'all,
that smells like her vagina.
we're already in an indoctrination camp every time you turn on your television.
Well, that's the deal, Steve.
That's
You
what
can
they're
come.
doing.
You can live at my neighbor's house. This is socialism. You can just move right into the neighbor's house.
Heck yeah. All right.
Yeah. There you go. But I don't know, man. So I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, specifically Franklin, Tennessee, on February the 12th. And we're going to be at the Marriott Convention Center, which, by the way, people have already come at me saying, why don't you cancel that show? It's at a Marriott, and Marriott's not funding conservatives anymore. Okay, well, you're typing that to me on a Chinese-made phone. So
You've obviously never slept at a Marriott hotel because they have the best mattresses.
and you're probably going to get FedEx and UPS this week as well from shopping on Amazon.
And you're making money at a Marriott.
I'm making money at a Marriott.
You are.
That's going to go to conservative causes, the most of which is me and the families that I
and
employ.
charity, which is me.
Yeah.
True.
So, everybody's so virtuous. They're so virtuous when it comes to everybody else. But go to watchchad.com. It's where the fun stuff is. But it's got all the dates and info. And you got to pee or something?
So bad.
So bad? You're just over there
So
wiggling?
bad.
Let's drag this on out for another
I'm old,
16
it'll come
seconds.
out.
So
You gotta hurry.
anyway, like I was saying, but get over there and do it. And be sure to go to shop.blazemedia.com and also sign up for blazetv.com. Use promo code CPS. I love y'all. God bless. Bye.